I went down not long ago to the Mad River. Under the willows I knelt and drank from that crumpled flow. Call it what madness you will. There's a sickness worse than the risk of death, and that's forgetting what we should never forget. Tecumseh lived here. The wounds of the past are ignored, but hang on. Sometimes I would like to paint my body red and go out into the glittering snow to die. His name meant shooting star. From Mad River country north to the border, he gathered the tribes and armed them one more time. He vowed to keep Ohio, and it took him over 20 years to fail. His body could not be found. It was never found. If we ever meet him, we'll know it. He will still be so angry. The large red numbers on the alarm clock flash. Awakening with a headache and sour morning breath, she swings her legs over the side of the bed, wakes the children for school, stumbles to the bathroom, brushes her teeth, ignores the scale, the weight loss disturbing, steps gingerly into a shower, thankful they haven't shut the water yet. Debt collectors no longer come to the door, they just cut her off. Years before, a landlord locked her out, babies in tow. She scrambled to borrow money and begged forgiveness from anyone, from everyone who would listen. After that, rent came first, before food, before doctor's bills. Her grandfather, a Great Depression baby, told her, "Save your money," but her life became harder than his. She drinks a cup of black coffee to save milk for the children's breakfast, makes a PBJ for herself, gathers her belongings, ushers the kids to school with a kiss on their forehead, then locks up. As her bus ambles on from her window seat, she imagines the freedom of being homeless. No more collectors, no more working 7 days a week. But what would happen to her children? Her headaches have gotten worse, that and the weight loss concerning her. She squeezes her eyes shut, can't sit in a clinic all day. With her children's stomachs grumbled tonight, she'll make up tales about people she sees on the street to entertain them. There is a man with high polished black shoes rushing to work. Maybe it's his first day on the job. He steps in a smashed avocado on the sidewalk. Slipping and stunned, he pulls the brakes and stares at his soul. A tall woman carries a large bouquet of flowers, her head covered with a multicolored scarf. She looks like a giant bunch of dahlias with feet. But as amusing as her game is, as good a storyteller as she is, she can't imagine a better life for her and her children. Her head still pounding, she nibbles the PBJ, saving the rest for lunch, pops a baby aspirin without water. She forces herself to think about what she can afford to buy for dinner for her family from the money she will earn today.
Throw pillows. We throw pillows under bodies. Soften crashes. Rush, tender landings for fractured dreams of the way it should be. And together we make choruses for a new song.
Unexplained misery. The wars of Palestine are never ending, insisting to never leave any time. As the many years pass, as I get older than a stone, as the millions of olive trees uprooted, the wars keep coming back with vengeance. My nightmare keeps revisiting. I run away from it, seeking refuge in the woods, with a majestic lake greeting me camping, and the fog lifting at sunrise. Gaza keeps erupting with bunker bombs. I keep screaming for the bombs to stop dropping. I keep praying for a miracle. I keep thinking, this is a bad dream. And when I awake, everything from the previous day is just the same. Humanity Extended. At the rally in front of the South African consulate, chanting "Long live Palestine," listening to the Haredi Orthodox Jews, demanding that Israel doesn't represent them. Inspire change, Redeemer founder. I felt the urgency of reading a poem, Unexplained Misery. Crowds supportive beyond words, many courageous grannies sitting in the middle of 2nd Avenue, blocking traffic, getting arrested for a cause so precious to me. I even stood with them holding a banner. Stop the genocide in Gaza. Cops in the folds forcing activists to move out of the way, protecting an evil entity. I felt so empowered. I felt invincible. I felt relief. I piss on this mad world. Zion, stop the war on humanity.
I am a 16th Indigenous American, great-grandfathers on both sides, a shattered footnote passing quietly in family stories, the product of ancestors who took the path of assimilation. Yet it peeks out, my parents calling me their little Eskimo because of my eye folds, the dentist saying, "You have Asian molars," my type O blood, my daughter's pediatrician saying the blue markings on her bottom and eyelids that match mine are a mark of Asian ancestry. Pretending as a child to live in their world, gathering hickories and acorns in the forest around me, marveling at the patience and work it takes to open and pound them into a meal. Seeking out the ravine where a small creek runs through the trees behind my house, I sit for uncounted time, blending to know the woods, making no sound or movement, watching, listening, smelling, senses wide open. Water gurgling over rocks, birds calling to each other, reading the deeply lush decay of forest floor, caressing with my eyes the beauty of small forest flowers, jack in the pulpit, bloodroot's tiny white flowers with intense red stems that can stain, dappled light arrows striking leaves and tree trunks, squirrels, rabbits, mice living their lives, deer staring briefly if they notice me. I am thankful for the faint echo of their bygone lives, mourning the loss.
The free bird leaps on the back of the wind, floats downstream till the currents end, dips his wings in the orange sun, and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage seldom sees through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped, his feet are tied, and he opens his throat to sing. The cage bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still. His tune is heard on a distant hill, for the cage bird sings of freedom. The free bird thinks of another breeze, the trade wind soft through the singing trees. A fat worm waits on a dawn bright lawn, and he names the sky his own. But the cage bird stands on a grave of dreams. His shadows shout, and nightmares scream. His wings are clipped, his feet are tied, and he opens his throat to sing. The cage bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still. His tune is heard on a distant hill, for the cage bird sings of freedom.
Back in 2016, when I was active in the campaign to free Oscar Lopez Rivera, somebody handed me a catalog of an art exhibit with work by Oscar and Carlos Alberto Torres. One of the pictures in that book, I'm holding it up here, is also on page 36 of your program, inspired this poem, which I want to share with you. It's called A Conspiracy of Flowers. You did not have to send me flowers, Oscar. You have given us so much time, after all, enough to assure me of your love. 26 years on that day, the artwork was hung from the gallery's walls, 35 by now, and counting still. You did not have to send me flowers, Oscar. I am sure it isn't easy to find them there where they keep you locked away, though perhaps not quite so difficult for one who truly understands the flowers when they speak to us. Che once spoke of love in words that have echoed ever since in so many hearts. Your great feelings echo too through these portraits of Mita at her sewing machine, of Filiberto, Sofia, Frida, Julia, of Che himself, joined by another, although nameless, gringo's nemesis, of corn vendors in their market square, of a deer drinking from its river, of a bowl filled with mangoes, or a vase with flowers. You did not have to send the flowers, Oscar. I would still have known how much you love me, enough to dedicate a lifetime to our great conspiracy of flowers. And so I offer you these lines, my small effort to reciprocate your love. Someday, I predict, a new law will transform colonialist conspiracy into a crime punishable henceforth by 35 years in prison. And all who are thus sentenced will be compelled to appeal to you or to me or perhaps to our children for clemency. Allow me to express the hope that we will treat them with compassion when the time arrives, for such compassion best demonstrates all the truths we hold self-evident in our vast conspiracy of flowers. Long live the conspiracy of flowers, our wonderful conspiracy of artists, of poets, of musicians, of sisters and mothers and daughters, of sons and brothers, of fathers, of lovers and comrades who have fallen, and those who march on, even those yet to be born, because soon, perhaps only a day or three after you and I have joined the ancestors, they will be the ones who discover new ways to celebrate, aware that all the prison walls in all the world are not enough to hold back our glorious conspiracy. You did not have to send the flowers, Oscar. There was no need to send me flowers. Thank you.
Masked, armed to the teeth, synchronized Rolexes. They left Lamborghini Maserati motors purring softly in the shadows on Capitalist Hill. And then suddenly, in sonic boom unison, they shouted at the people, "Up against the wall, motherfuckers! Get him up! This is a fucking stick up! Yo, Fatso! Yeah, you! Waddle your way over to Senator Sadist. You, on the crutches, down on the floor. Crawl over to Congressman Cruel. Move it! Don't make me bust a cap in your poor old tired crippled ass. Did it in Afghanistan. Did it in Iraq. Out of the wheelchair and onto the floor, Pops. And while you're at it, give me those teeth. Move it. Quick. Fork over the hospice money. Chop, chop. Drop life expectancies in Golden Dome. Hey, bag lady, drop those damn vouchers in the billionaire bag over there. Yo, Sambo, down on the ground. Keep your fucking mouth shut and no one will get hurt. Until after we make our getaway. Hey, Granny, give me those meds. Hand over that Medicaid, old maid. Listen up, kids. Drop those school lunches in the billionaire bag. Yo, teach. Hand over Head Start. Yo, simple-minded suckers. Quick. Up on your feet. We're breaking you for the 1%. And boss tweaked. Looting and robbing you for the grifter murder mob, pulling off another one big beautiful bank job.
To the elders. We grow with those we fall from, by blood or other means, like seeds who root and gather light beneath the elder leaves. River. Stray, young blood, from the beaten path, and let your way be fluid. Meander stones, hot banks, and borders flood the famished valleys. Take back what is yours, your mind, your body, and ride it to the sea.
The poem starts with an epigraph, a quote from an essay that George Orwell wrote in 1946 titled Politics and the English Language. He said, "In our time, political speech and writing are largely the defense of the indefensible." Language lesson from the Defense Department. 1. Weapons of mass destruction. Microscopic warriors packed with a punch, small as an atom, a large legacy. 2. Enhanced interrogation techniques. The Latin tortura means twisted because twisted minds twist bodies, burn them at the stake, slice, pull nails. In modern times, we enhance tortura by waterboarding and Abu Ghraibing. 3. Proxy and war together. 2 marionettes dancing to the beat of a battle drum. 4. Collateral damage. Note that non-combatants always die in war, no matter if they are wearing a bride's veil in Kandahar or kicking a soccer ball on the beach in Gaza. 5. Hellfire missiles. If they sliver the sky and silver and redden the earth according to plan, they would be doing their apocalyptic job. 6. Carpet bombing. Like the warp and weft of Persian rugs, fires from bombs weave their way into the smallest places, bond with flesh. These carpets snuff out oxygen of hospitals, homes, history. 7. Friendly fire. Affable inferno, bosom, bullet, perfect pyre. 8. Ethnic cleansing. People awash with guns and dollars cleanse away the others, not by water, but by hellfire missiles or carpet bombing, sea above. One winning strategy, force them to flee from fear. 9. Targeted killing. As opposed to untargeted, which is generally less acceptable, though both have their time and place. 10. Humanitarian pause in the killing. Noise of F-16s disappears, pallid faces, squinting eyes greet rubble, rice and yogurt arrive, corpses cleared, time to count family members. Basement doors creak open again, then shutter as stores reshutter. A few hours of paper-thin peace to give attackers a break.